Arizonans have been waiting for hours in long lines to be tested for the COVID. Some lines have been so long that people have actually been turned away, Olivia.
Right, they've been running out of tests before they get their turn. So hopefully today will help. Today, the largest free testing site in the country is open right here in Arizona. Obviously, it's the right place given what we were presented from the federal government yesterday. Ernie is live from the parking lot of South Mountain Community College with more on what you need to know if you are awaiting being tested. Ernie, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, we've actually moved our location to inside South Mountain Community College, where that testing is actually taking place. If you take a look behind me, you can see the line of cars actually getting ready to pull into those tents where they will be tested. Now, some people I spoke to say that they are really thankful for this event because they didn't have to make an appointment, but also they didn't have to exhibit any symptoms or get a note from their doctor in order to get tested. But none of this would actually be possible without some very special organizations helping to put this together. For that reason, I want to go ahead and bring in AP. Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
First, tell us about Herozona and some of the other organizations that are helping to make this possible.
The Herozona Foundation has been around since 2011. Our pillars are community, helping the community in South Phoenix is mainly our domain, and I live right around the corner. So we wanted to make sure we help this community, along with support from my pastor, Dr. Warren Stewart, and the African American clergy, along with the NAACP and Charles Fennell, Mr. Dean and the Greater Phoenix Urban League. Just multiple support from American Legion Post 65. We've got soldiers out here, National Guard, South Mountain Community College. Just a collaborative effort with this community because A5400, A5401, and A5402 means a lot to the people in this community. We want to make sure they have the same resources that everybody else has in our state.
Yeah, it definitely means a lot to the people that I spoke to, actually waiting since 1 and 2 o'clock this morning to get tested. Now, you're ramping up testing. Talk about some of the changes you're making this time around, because you've been doing this a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, so this is our second time around. We did it last Thursday and Friday, but this time we doubled down on our stations. So we're doing 4 stations instead of 2 for registration, and 4 stations for testing instead of 2. So last week we approximately did 1,000 tests per day. This we're trying to do 2,000 tests per day this weekend. And
what have you?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What have you guys been able to learn from last week that you're being able to implement now to kind of help with this process?
I think just doubling down on the stations, having more tests. If you see also for the heat advisory, we actually partnered with Pro-M. They stepped up big time so we can make sure we had tents to support all the people who are volunteering and our technicians to make sure they stay safe from the heat advisory.
AP, anything else you want to say to people in the community?
I just want to say, this is what it's all about, making sure that we protect our families, make sure that they're able to get tested so they feel safe around their other family members. I mean, it's just been a great effort. Even yesterday, Larry Fitzgerald and his group donated Recovery 180 to all the volunteers down here. So it's just been with him and Crescent Crown. It's just been great to work with organizations who really care about this community.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And guys, this testing blitz is actually today until 6 o'clock, but they do have several other days for the next 4 upcoming weeks set aside. You can actually find that information on our website, azfamily.com. But if you plan to get tested today, get out here as soon as possible. Like I mentioned, people have been out here since as early as 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And the testing will continue as long as the supplies are still available. But that's the latest here in Phoenix. I'm Ernie LeBeau for Arizona's Family.